Let me drink water. Sorry, I'm trying to drink more water. Don't you feel exhausted from constantly living for the approval of others? And how come we don't live for our own self when no one else would pay for our own bills and would take care of you except you, yourself, and you? Hi guys, it's Mary and welcome back to my channel. How are you? Okay. Grab a blanket, have a seat, and let's chill and talk about how we continuously live for others instead of living for our own self, and how we need to shift that mindset into embracing and loving our own self more for our own growth. Ever since I was young, I was embedded into this mindset to accomplish a lot of things, get good grades, be successful, learn a lot of skills, and etc. to feel good. Or is it really though? Or is it to impress and seek approval of others? We impress others to feel good. We feel that we need some sort of recognition. I've had low self esteem for the longest time, and I try to fill my emptiness by impressing other people. Having empty tank, filling my emotional tank with temporary happiness from approval and praises of other people. It's human nature, I guess. Living a life where we constantly try to impress other people and competing with others is so exhausting and daunting, leaving us feeling empty, like having no purpose in life. I mean, it's your body, it's your mind, you own it. You need to start living for your own self because no one else lives for you except you. You're trying to pour water in somebody else's glass when yours is almost empty. Think of living a life that is more self-centered and living true to yourself. Sounds great, huh? Living for your own self is a vital concept that is frequently overlooked in today's fast paced society. You should be making decisions and choices on what's best for you rather than trying to impress other people. Prioritizing your happiness and well being should be above else. When we are living for our own self, we are able to discover who we truly are and what we really want out of our life. It's just insane how our society continues to try to keep up with the Jonases and the media, though. Buying the things that we don't really need and doing the things that don't really align with our values. We need to stop giving a damn about what others think in order for us to be happy. And come think of it, no matter how much you try to impress other people, you can never win. People will always have something to say, people will always be judgmental. And with our current culture and society, it's so easy to get caught up in the race of trying to impress other people and try to keep up with the Jonases as well. I mean, imagine the constant pressure that we put ourselves in trying to impress other people, our mental and emotional well-being. Basically, the constant comparisons of what they have versus what we have. Comparing our own accomplishments, looks, and possessions. She got this, I don't have that. I mean, it makes it difficult for us to appreciate the things that we have, our own unique qualities and achievements. I mean, can you blame us? You constantly see it on Instagram, Facebook whenever you scroll, and this leads us into having feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Definitely had those, yeah. Another negative effect of impressing other people is the lack of authenticity in our relationships. When we are always trying to be someone that we're not, it's difficult for us to make genuine connections with other people. It may seem that you're trying too hard or you're phony, and it makes it hard for them to trust and build basically connections with us. And without those authentic relationships, it can leave us feeling lonely and disconnected, even though we're surrounded with a lot of people. The idea of living just to impress others is quite depressing. Trying to live up to the expectations of others, family, and friends, and even our own self-imposed expectations. We get lost in the sauce. But basically because of this, we tend to lose sight of our own desires and need, leading into having feelings of frustration, resentment, and burnt out. And definitely did for me, I got burnt out. I was basically constantly working, going to school, and doing the things just to prove that I am something, that I'm successful. And it was just very depressing, and I got burnt out. And trust me, it was weeks turning into months of frustration and depression. Stop trying to live up to the expectation of others. I mean, you already do that at work and you get paid to do that. Outside of work, you don't get paid. These people, they don't pay you. You don't get anything from them. We need to divert this toxic environment of constantly impressing others into developing self-love, self-acceptance, and learning to appreciate the things that we have, our own unique qualities and accomplishments. I mean, what does it really mean to live for oneself? It means being honest with yourself and your inner soul about your wants and needs and not settling for anything less. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and not feeling the need to conform into society's expectations. It's about being accountable for your own happiness and well-being and not relying on others to prove it for you. It's being able to stand up for yourself and what you believe in, even if it means going against the norm. Now, here comes the $1,000,000 question. How can one start living for oneself? Trust me, I learned this the hard way. You need to grab a seat, sit down, and you need to reflect and ask yourself what truly matters to you. You need to identify your personal values and goals. What is it that you want to achieve? What do you need to do to get you there? It's just basically having a compass that will guide you through your journey. And once you have a clear understanding of your values and your goals, you will find that it becomes much easier for you to make decisions and choices that align with them. This will lead you to have a sense of purpose, direction, a fulfilling life. My goal is to have a decluttered home in mind, and it becomes much easier for me not to buy unnecessary things when I know these things will just become clutter at our home, or to say no to things that I know won't benefit me in the long run, so I can just have a peace of mind. Another thing that I've learned that is crucial, and I've learned this the hard way throughout the years, is you need to have boundaries. You need to set boundaries and you need to learn when and how to say no. It is such a powerful tool that allows you to take control of your time and energy and to prioritize the things that matter to you. When you set boundaries, you are communicating to others what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. It's like basically setting up a fence around your property. It keeps out the things that don't serve you and it allows you to focus on the things that do. The power of NO or no is crazy. It's insane. It empowers you to assert your needs, your values, your wants, your desires. For the past couple of years, I've done so many things, so many favors for other people, even if it means sacrificing my time, myself, my mental being, even though I have other things to do with my own self or my business. It's sad because I just didn't know how to say no when someone's asking me to do this or that for them. Maybe I just didn't want it to lead into confrontation and I feared that I would lose that person in my life. The fear of rejection and being forgotten just took over inside my mind. Two-letter word, one syllable, and oh, no. Easy to spell, so hard for us to say it. Especially in my culture, I'm Filipino, or if you are a people pleaser or you have some sort of fear of being rejected. However, it is an essential skill for you to learn or to have if you want to start living for yourself. And trust me, I've learned this after countless of sleepless nights, worrying and stressing about the things that I agreed to do. Let me give you an exercise. Stand in front of the mirror and tell this to yourself. When you are saying no to others, you are saying yes to yourself. You are taking responsibility for your own happiness and well-being, and that you're putting yourself first before others. You are basically taking charge of your time and your energy and well-being. And for me, that's something. It is important for us to understand though that Setting boundaries and saying no to others is not about being selfish or rude. Rather, it's about taking time for self care and reflection. By having boundaries, you are creating a space for yourself to nourish, to grow physically and mentally, and allowing yourself to unwind, to recharge, and basically reconnect again with yourself. Stop searching for approval of others if whatever you did was right or wrong. I think you just need to listen to your gut and rely on your intuitive senses. Each of us is unique and have a different personality, just like how I have a Gemini personality. That's just how we were made, and each of us is unique and special. And this is what I tell myself all the time. I told myself that if this person gets offended or doesn't like the fact that I said no to them, is it really worth it to have a person in your life who don't respect your boundaries and just basically doesn't understand the meaning of boundaries at all? A true friend or a true person in your life will try to understand that you have other things to do, that you have other things to worry about, and that your world doesn't revolve around them. Now, let's talk about self care. Self care can be a lot of things: exercising, meditating, journaling, which I love, and spending time in nature. Exercising is a great way to take care of your physical health and to reduce stress. Meditating can help to calm the mind and improve focus and overall well being. Journaling can be a form of therapy and can help to process your thoughts and emotions, and spending time in nature can be grounding and restorative. Reflection is also an important aspect of self care. It allows you to step back from the hustle and bustle of daily life and to gain a greater understanding of your own thoughts and feelings. It's about taking the time to reflect on experiences of the past, the present, and the future. Reflecting on your life can help you to gain a better understanding of yourself, your values, and your goals, and it can even help you to make more meaningful and purposeful decisions. Looking back at our mistakes and what you could do in the future to prevent them again from happening, basically. Last but not the least, being comfortable with being different and unique is a vital aspect of living for oneself. Society often pressures us to conform and fit in, to follow the crowd, and to be like everyone else. But true self fulfillment comes from embracing and celebrating your own unique qualities and differences. In a world full of trends, be the classic one. When we conform to societal expectations and try to fit in, we often sacrifice our authenticity and individuality. We may suppress our true selves and our unique perspectives, and in the process, we may lose sight of who we are and what we stand for. But when we embrace and celebrate our unique qualities and differences, we become more authentic and true to ourselves. And we open ourselves up to new opportunities and experiences. It's important for us to remember that being different is not a bad thing at all. In fact, it's what makes us special and unique. Everyone has something special to offer, something that no one else can replicate. Embracing our differences allows us to stand out and make a positive impact on the world. It also allows us to connect with others who share our unique qualities and to build a community of like minded individuals. And lastly, take the time to reflect on yourself, your wants and your needs, and start making choices that align with them. Be true to yourself because at the end of the day, this is all we've got. And I hope that once you start living for your own self, you'll start living a fulfilling life. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe so that you guys can get an alert when I upload my next video. Stay cool and humble, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!